Yes, everyone, it's been a while, a long while. Update, new career path changes. Oh, yeah, that's why I've been gone for a while. But now we are on track doing what we need to do. And we are doing a little review right now for Flashback Friday. I know there's only a few hours left for Friday, but I'm still trying to squeeze it in. I don't even think there's hours left. I think it's minutes. But anyway, it's Friday somewhere, so I'm going to share this with you. A quick review for Sprung. Yes, Sprung. Starring the guy that wrote it and directed it. Like, bravo, sir. Yes, you did that. What can I say about Sprung? It was crazy. I mean, the way some people that are older be talking about the new generation and what we be doing, but compared to what they doing or used to do, nothing can touch it. Like, I'm sure there's nothing we can do that can touch what they did back in the day. I mean, crazy work. Look at this. I love how this film was so blunt. It was funny how this dynamic between these two people who didn't get along because they were so much alike, and that was the problem. Both were tough villains who literally tried to do everything in their power to get these two to not be together because they didn't like each other, so they didn't want their friends to be dating each other. And that was just so ironic that they were trying to team up so that they wouldn't be around each other, but yet was spending time with one another. It's just ridiculous, crazy, insane. I loved how they had people guest starring here, iconic people in this film, and the way this movie was just so out there. It's such a nice film. It's funny. I didn't expect it to be funny because I was hearing different criticisms from different relatives, different associates, all of them older and going off memory. And so when I sit down to watch it, I'm not expecting it to be so funny as it was. And it was crazy funny. I greatly enjoyed it. I felt tears rise in my eyes. It was so silly. And I definitely recommend it because it's about girl meets guy. Girl thinks guy is a dog. Guy's not a dog. Guy treats her right. She falls in love slowly but surely. Friend of girl says some things, tries to collaborate with the guy's friend as well to break them apart. It kind of works. And then they find out that they teamed up to deceive them and then teamed up to try to get them back together when they noticed that, they weren't feeling their best and they felt guilty about it. And they do end up together, both of them. But what's funny, because the main two that was trying to not be around each other was the main ones getting married. Crazy, especially with how they met in the beginning of the movie. She tried to get him arrested. Crazy work. Did he low-key deserve it due to lying, due to his deception? Kinda. Just as she deserved to get with him because the way she was trying to be after him because of his money. I ain't mad at a hoe, being, hoe and proud. The hoes are winning these days, So of course she gonna be after that bag. And I'm not mad at it. And the way she was playing that saint part was funny. And I love how they did not hold back. And there was even a conversation where he said how I'm not going to just be thinking with my lower parts. I'm going to be thinking with my higher parts, my mind, to woo this woman. And I thought that was so lovely and sweet that they added that in here. I like that despite that there was so many people so many instances where they were trying to be pulled apart, they got back together. Even when their friends did successfully pull them apart, they still were able to talk it through and everything was able to be patched up. And I love that. I like that. But it was funny seeing Tisha Campbell in here. And that was the whole reason I watched it, because I wanted to see what it was a movie about, because I heard she was in it and I saw trailers of it before. I know the song more for this movie than the actual movie. The soundtrack with Tichina Arnold and Tisha Campbell, Don't Ask My Neighbor. I know that song and have heard that song since I was a child and know that song better than I know the movie. I knew the song before the movie, basically. I just saw this film just late last year in 2025, just now getting around to review it, but due to the fact that it's Black History Month, I'm like, yes, let me review this real quick. I thought it would have to be this perfect review with the right clips, but no, this is my review podcast edition. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and that's all my 2 cents out of it. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. because it was just so crazy. And I need good laughs like this these days, because these days you don't really find films like this that are so bold with their humor. So I was very appreciative of it. And I got to see it with my mother and everything, so it was very enjoyable. And she didn't even recall it being so funny as well, because it had been so long since she saw it, so she didn't remember that it was so funny and not as wild as she thought she remembered it as. For me, it was wild, but for her, she's like, oh no, it's not as wild as I remembered it. I'm like, But it was a very enjoyable experience. I definitely recommend the watch if you haven't seen it before. It's for adults, and that's all I gotta say. It's for adults. It's even rated appropriately, so be aware of that. But it's very nice. It was very nice, very ignorant, and I loved it. And it was good. A very good classic. Now I understand why people call it a classic. It was very good. A must watch. That's all for now. And stay tuned for my next review. Thank you.